Hi, it's Pat with the sugar again. Just wanted to talk about carbs today. Now, some people are like, what's sugar and what's carbs? And they're both basically the same thing. Carbs and sugar are the same thing. Your doctor wants you to decrease that in your diet. You talk to your doctor how much you're allowed to have per day. But just realize one serving of carb is usually 13 to 15 milligrams. So we're talking like an apple is one serving, a small apple, not those huge ones, regular size that we used to have years ago. A cup of strawberries. So you're talking a lot of strawberries. Berries are the least carb fruit out there. One serving of carb is a half a banana. Now, who eats a half a banana? When you eat a whole banana, you're eating 2 servings of carbs, which is about 30. Grapes, they said about 12 to 15 grapes is one serving. So who counts their carbs? Who counts their grapes when they eat them? You know, that's about a handful of grapes. So you've got to kind of read your labels and read your carbs. I got a few things here that's hanging around the house that I'm going to just look at the label and tell you so you can kind of see where you're at with carbs. You really got to watch it because carbs and sugar, like rice, potatoes, rice and potatoes, stuff like that, pasta. A pasta, they want you to eat a half cup of pasta. And when you eat pasta, you try to fill that plate, I know. But you got to do half a cup. That's the serving. And then like rice is the same. Potato, a small potato. Those huge potatoes, you have to cut them in half. Like those baking potato, half of that is a carb. So you got to, and that would be a side for you. So basically everything except some vegetables have carbs. Like watermelon's really high carb fruit, and bananas. Those are the big ones. Oranges also. Gotta watch the vegetables. Corn and I think carrots have a lot of carbs. So you've got to just downsize the amount you eat and just read your packages, to see how much carbs is in your stuff. So here's just a few things. I got my Miracle Whip. Now looking at it, one serving is a tablespoon and it's got 2 grams of carbs. Total sugar, 1 gram. I got my salad dressing. So let's see how much carbs are on it. Total carbs, 2 grams. So Miracle Whip, and this is about the same. It's creamy blue cheese, one of my favorites. Sometimes I use salad dressing instead of, and this is regular. This is not the low cal or, low fat. And realize when they take the fat out, they might put sugar or salt in. When they take the sugar out, they put the fat or salt and so forth. They just kind of rotate those 3 things because we love our food taste and they got to put at least one of those things in it. So once they take one out, you got to watch for the other. So like turkey bacon, yes, it might not have the fat, but it might have the salt, more salt in it. It might have a little less, but you got to watch those labels. Let me see. I love my caramel macchiato, and it has 6 grams of carbs in it. So, like I say, your doctor wants you to have 15 grams per servings. Now, the pop stuff. Now, I don't drink pop anymore because I used to be addicted to Pepsi. Had to have my 1 bottle of regular Pepsi a day. Now, my family, they drink this stuff. Now, think about this. This Verner's, which is what we tend to use when we're sick, with the COVID, as they call it, is 38 grams of sugar and carbs. So when you're sick, you won't eat. So, I kind of drank it when I was sick, anytime I get, sick. So that's this is what I drink. I drink 1 a day, and this is Lipton iced lemon tea, and it has 25 grams of carbs. But if you compare it to the Coca-Cola, which has about the same carbs as Pepsi, which is what I used to drink, it's 70 grams of carbs. My doctor told me you got to get off that Pepsi. And I know Coca-Cola is pretty addictive too. So I kind of did the lemon iced tea. I don't like plain iced tea. I like it with the lemon. So I did, this is 25 grams compared to 70 grams. So that's almost a third the amount of sugar in it. So that's why I say, you know I'm supposed to drink water, which I do drink a lot of, but I gotta have something. And then the last thing I have is cran grape. My husband loves this stuff. And it has no fat in it, but it has 28 carbs per serving, which is 8 ounces. So 1 cup. So, and 26 grams of sugar. So, so 44% actually of a serving is sugar, if you think about that. So almost half of what you drink in a cup is sugar. Is it worth it? I don't know. Water is better. That's all I have to say. And that's it about carbs. Research, and read your labels. I'll talk to you guys later. See you later.